Hi guys, and welcome to episode 23 of my Ymir multiplayer series. So, it's been again just a day, but a lot has happened. One of my neighbours has gifted me, but one of my neighbours who's more connected to the north, where all the new technologies are appearing, has gifted me loads of technologies for free. Really happy for that. Well, happy with that. It's a very nice guy, so thank you very much. He's gave me 5. So we've got pictogram writing, library level 3, doesn't really cost anything, but it uses scribes and it's really hard to get. So this is just a gamble every single time, and I don't really care about library level 3 just yet. Well, actually, hang that. I do. That just hit me that I remembered that actually I'm very close for my knowledge. I'm used to having so much culture. So I'm used to having this exact same situation where the library produces 240 and I have tons of culture like I do, but the techs are so much cheaper in the old patch. The score you got from each tech was so much lower, but now they've been raised, so you get more score from getting techs, but my knowledge use is almost capped. So actually, there's me saying, oh, that tech's not very useful. I'm going to get that right now, and I'm going to have to put 2 in because I only have 3 scribes. I'm worried if I put all 3 of them in, it will make this building unprofitable. Saying that though, I think scribes, they're not government funded, but I think it won't. Well, the tech's free anyway. Let's have a look. Pictogram writing, it's free. So I'm going to put all 3 scribes in. If it does come back and the buildings are profitable, I'll just cancel the pictogram writing and I'll just put 2 in. So that is that done. That is one we actually kind of need with such a low chance, 44%, we probably won't get it. Other ones, mining tools, which unlocks a clear exploration at level 3, that's basically irrelevant for me. But the mining camp level 2 will help massively with jobs in Clayton for my tin and in Southfield for my copper. So actually, mining tools is really useful. And I can afford it, I just don't have any blacksmiths at the moment. Arithmetics, I've already talked about this one. It's huge score, but at the same time, this is a lot of knowledge. So actually, I can't go for this one. And it uses scribes as well, so I'm not going to get that one just yet. Coinage, again, I already talked about this one last episode. Really want to get this one. But Treasury, now we're talking. This one unlocks taxes. Oh my goodness, I've been waiting a long time for taxes. They're so, I think so important for my style of play, of how I like to do things and produce a lot of stuff myself. So they're so important. Let's see what they actually, this is new. The taxation, I'm assuming it's just the old taxation. Treasury, that's a new policy. And the new building treasury, which is, as far as I remember, is a connection to your palace building, but we don't actually have a palace yet. But I have everything I need. I bought some adornments. We've got 800 coins. I had 2,000 coins when I logged on, and I've spent a little bit. And I've stuck with having forced labour at 50% for now. But yeah, let's have a look. 10, it's 74% chance. Not guaranteed at all, but a good enough chance. Costs a lot of money though. Just takes 6 hours. Well, no, 5 hours and 9 minutes. So we'll go with it though. We're going to have a lot of waste in this meantime. But last time, we still had about 50 coins per tick with that waste. But I've got the council tech unlocked. So the techs I did last night was rotational grazing. I got a cattle farm level 3. Masonry, so I got all the houses, bricks, and all that good stuff. And council. So rotational grazing, simply just pad level 3, which requires a shovel. That's not good. Cattle farm level 3, I can do and I will do soon. I'm tempted to actually upgrade this cattle farm and send all the farms from this one into it. Not sure though. And what was the other one? The masonry. Masonry, level 3 houses, you now need saws. So it has been changed. You need just 2 wood, 2 bricks, but 1 saw. So we need to wait till the Iron Age till we can build the level 3 houses. So I am sort of tempted to continue upgrading all these houses to large houses, but I need to have a think. Saying that though, I actually do have a few unhoused people, so I am going to continue to build some houses. And I'm not using these apple trees over here, so I'll just put the houses here. So yeah, I think I will continue to upgrade these houses, but I want to save my shovels for other things first. The stuff I do want to spend my shovels on is brickworks, and I am tempted to upgrade this and start producing my own bricks. But now that I know we don't need bricks for a while, we don't even have saws yet, I'm not sure if I want to do that. I think it might be better just to save the support for something else and buy bricks off the market, because they'll probably be quite cheap. Like already, we have a look. Bricks, yeah, about 6 coins. So, well, actually saying that bricks do cost 2.5, but yeah, I'm used to seeing them for 5 or 6 coins, so I'm happy with that price, and I can pay for that at a later date. But other stuff I want to spend my shovels on is kilns. I want to upgrade these to kilns. And what was the other one? I think that was it. So in fact, I will get some more kilns now, because I have got a good surplus of shovels. Yeah, there we go. And then I can delete these ones when I'm done. The kilns, yeah, they have 2 workers, but they produce a lot more. I also had to get more potters, because what I wasn't doing before was I had enough pottery to supply on the market. Here we go. I had enough pottery to supply on the market, but not enough to fulfill all the cider workers as well. So I did have to build some new potters and get them working. And I've also opened some new cider mills. You've got to remember that I'm now actually sticking with 50% a little bit longer. Now a lot more money is needed. I'm sticking with 50%, and I'm just going to grow my population so it can handle 50%. The only problem with being at 50% is I do need to have Terror Patrols activated. And that 30% life quality hits my intelligence quite hard. And that 30% culture hits my Civ point growth hard. But actually, the amount of more money I'm generating, which is a lot more money, means that I can actually get tech faster and buy things much easier to develop. So I'm happy with going at 50% for now. If you also take a quick look at our score, we're currently 15th in score, and we're 3 points off being in 14th, and we're now in a place, so yeah, we could easily jump up, especially with these new techs I'm getting. So the council tech, let me get to that, as that's another really important tech to cover. We have got 20 axes, easy. The 40 stone, even though that's really cheap, is really hard to acquire because nobody seems to be selling any stone on the market, and I've placed a buy order, but I'm not getting that. Wood, really easy. And the mud bricks, yeah, mud bricks, nice and easy. I have placed a buy order here, but we'll just have to see if anyone fulfills it. I think I will actually grab these, only a little bit more expensive, and actually I want to guarantee I have the mud bricks needed for the palace. So I'm guessing the palace level 2 simply generates more state power, and a lot more state power, which would be really useful, obviously for loyalty. But what I'm interested in doing is actually expanding down either into this area or somewhere to get more outposts. Like over here, we've got copper, and the guy who was having this copper outpost went inactive, and so he disappeared. So I could get an outpost over here, mine the copper, but really just get access to the wood and have access to the farmland, or even here. So get some outposts here, because I obviously don't have any more hamlet space, but the outpost could see me generate a new food source. Looking at some of the other stuff Council has unlocked, because obviously that's the big new tech I've got. We have got, okay, that's an economy one we're on. Here we go, Council. So it gives you 5 state power, -4 leader superiority, 8 oligarchy support, which is really good. That's really good. But it doubles the amount of oligarchs you have, which means you double the amount you have to pay in political bribes to keep them happy. That's really tough. And you also need government salaries, which is annoying. I don't want to have government salaries just yet. It costs quite a lot of money. Aristocracy, it triples the amount of oligarchs you've got, but it gives you tons of oligarch support. But it also increases conflict. So aristocracy is certainly something I do not want to go down at all. But it's cool for roleplay wise, saying that you've got like these oligarchs who are actually by birth leaders, literally just kings and queens. It does look cool, but definitely is not something I want to go for if I'm trying to do well. And nepotism is something that's been there for a while. So that is all the power stuff, but there's for the elites as well. No, yeah, this is just if you're going for that aristocracy route, not something I'm interested in. Okay, so yeah, that is all the new council stuff. So the only thing I'm interested in out of that council tech is the palace, but I think that will be definitely worth it. If it does genuinely boost our state power by quite a lot, not only is that going to improve loyalty, I'll get some outpost, which, yeah, I want to produce food, and the foods on continental tiles are wheat, apples, and I think carrots is the only other one. So if I want to go for another food type, it would be carrots. And if you have a look at the market, how are carrots doing selling wise? Yes, yeah, carrots are doing really well. Carrots are a big one. Great. I would go for carrots because I'm looking at other stuff, and I was thinking about going into the arid. Plenty of space down here. Look, there's nobody down here. Oh, this is a desert actually, but I could go into the arid, but it has less growth rate, and the food sources that it will produce, which I think is cabbages, I think tomatoes. So not cabbages, lettuce. Lettuce, tomatoes, I believe, wheat. None are particularly I'm too interested in. I could obviously go for more wheat, but I want to go for a new food source. And cabbages, oh, it's like you're saying cabbages. Lettuce, actually, lettuce does have a lot of demand. A lot of demand, actually. That may be something to go for. I need to have a think. I need to have a big think. Do I want to go for outposts in the continental and grow a continental food, or do I actually want to try and get some outposts down south where I can produce loads of an arid food type? I'll have a think about that, and I will update you, because once we get that new palace, I probably will want to do that to grow my population even more. So yeah, so text-wise, mining tools is definitely something I want. I just need to get some blacksmiths, and I will do that soon. That will improve things. Arithmetics, yeah, I'll do another time. Coinage, I'm close to doing. I just need that little bit extra cash, and obviously to acquire the silver. And that is it for what I'm interested in doing now. In fact, I think mining tools I will actually do now. I'm gonna maybe assign 3 blacksmiths, and then, put 3 blacksmiths to work, and then just put 2 onto the tech. Okay, so looking at the capital, resources I'd like to produce, we'll just say more hoes, because actually, look at this. They're quite sought after on the market. So actually, I will go for some more hoes. And actually, I will produce quite a bit, so I'll up my production anyway. Oh, stay back production. Yeah, so actually, I'm not just wasting time here. I am actually using a resource that I do want. We'll get 4 and we can put 3 on the market. We've got loads of flint stocked up, so we're good for that. Oh, you can see waste is sky high though. And this is what I worry about whenever I have stuff like this. It's always, I'm worried I'll sell something really valuable. How was if I sold all my 15 tin? I wouldn't get any money. So I think I will pull a lot of them off the market. You can see I'm also buying some gold. I managed to get 3 for 150, really happy about that. But some guys come in and nabbed it at 490, so he's really got a lot of cash. That is a lot of money there, and he wants to buy in gold. Okay, we've also got a good stock of planks at 83, so I'm going to turn off one of the sawmills, and then that will free up some jobs, so I can then get the rest of these tool makers. But yeah, that is my literal thing at the moment. It's just making a lot of cash and going through all these techs. And we had a huge technology spike, loads of really, really important techs. So I really want to get all of them and grow really quickly, because obviously everyone in the north, that's why they're so far ahead on score. They've already had access to these techs for probably for days. But here in the south, not so much. So I want to try and become one of the powerhouses in the south, or at least be considerably strong. Okay, there's my 4 toolmakers. I'm now gonna... The 5 blacksmiths. Sorry, 3. And they've only got 6 intelligence because they've only just registered as that job. But it's only a 40 difficulty, so we're definitely going to get like 100% on this, because their intelligence will rise to about 40, 43, something like that. Or even if it's like in the 30s for whatever dumb reason, it will still be like a 90% chance. So we'll get this, and this is a 74%. I'm a bit worried about that one. Mining tools will be about 100%, and this is really low. But we should at least get some of these. Hopefully all of them though. I also am interested, guys, in potentially selling a lot of copper. I've got so much copper ore just stocked up, and copper ore is so cheap, yet copper bars, they're rising in price, and maybe it's worth me trying to smelt some and sell it. I'm not sure, I need to have a think. I feel it might be worth it, or maybe the reasons they're rising in price is because nobody's buying them, people have taken off their buy orders, but I'd assume it's because people are buying them, so I may ever think about producing some soon. Okay, so here in the south, I have 1 cattle farmer, and that is it. But it's not a full exploitation. I'm going to upgrade it to the level 3 cattle farm, and then what I assume is it will just continue to work on these fields. It won't fully exploit them still, but it's still worth a shot. So that is good. We're now improving our cattle farm yield down here, so I can start to sell potentially cattle, or just produce more meat. So let's look at these mines. Yeah, we're still not exploiting all of these. So I feel like what I will do is when I get the upgraded mining, we'll see how much more it upgrades it by. Yeah, if we find that it doubles it, and it goes from 1.2 copper to 2.4 copper for just 1 mining camp, I will probably not... Oh, I definitely won't upgrade both of them. I'll delete one and build either another apple farm or another cattle farm here. If, on the other hand, it doesn't upgrade it by much, I'll just simply keep both of these and exploit all the copper here. Or what I could do is remove a sieve point in copper ore and then just upgrade both of them. But I'll need to have a think. But I'm happy that we're getting an upgraded cattle farm here in the south. You can also see that Clayton is working better. It's been growing. It's almost at its full employment now. So I'm happy that it's doing well. And we can actually start sending over even more copper, even more tin ore, 2.7. And the waste here is at 16%, so actually the capital is better for selling at once we reduce the waste. How much is tin ore even selling for? I don't think it's selling for very much. Where is it? Tin ore, no, it's selling for 4. Wow, it's selling for lower than I actually buy it for. That is really cheap. Axes are selling for really expensive though. How many do we have? We have 80. I'm going to sell some axes. I think everybody just stopped caring about axes, but maybe now it's the time to sell them. 18. No, I meant, sorry, price 18. I'm going to sell 20. Oh, no, but this is the thing. 65% waste. No, I don't want to risk it just yet. I'll wait till we've gone out of that waste, and it's only in 5 hours we'll be out of the waste. But I'm worried we won't get that tech, and we'll just have to do it again. But anyway, guys, I'm done for now. I'm going to come back once something's happened. Either we can get the palace building, or I either get some of those techs, or just something interesting enough happens. So, I'll see you then. Hi guys, I'm back. It's been 2 days, and I've done it. I've got the palace building, and just now I built the treasury. So I've had the palace for about 6 hours, and what it's done is it's given me 10 more state power, which actually has been quite useful. It's allowed me to stay at 50% forced labour. Well, I've moved it down just to 49 for now. and remove terror patrols. So I've had a huge population spike, 23.4 every 2.4 hours. And as you can see down here, 204 for the next generation, just due to that life quality back. Other things, I've also got some kilns up and running in our sort of industrial district. I've got copper and tin being smelted because I'm trying to sell stuff on the market. And that's actually how I've made a nice little bit of money. If we look here, I sold 59 shovels at 4.5 coins. That is really good. Been selling some axes and obviously the wheat. Like I use wheat and cloves, but also some tin ore as well. So I've been selling some goods. So I'm producing copper and tin to try and sell on the market. And I'm also producing bricks. I put a sieve point into the production of bricks. And I'm just going to have this one brickworks running for the next 5, 6, 7 days. However long I need. Because there's a lot of bricks I'm going to need. If we look for the level 3 large house, the level 3 house, it's 2 bricks per house. And if you think we probably have at least 100 plus houses here. So we're going to need a lot of bricks. And bricks are costing around 5 coins on the market. So me producing them at about 3.6 coins is much cheaper. And obviously it just keeps the wealth generation and all of that in the city. But I've saved the good stuff till last. Obviously, because I just got the treasury now. But with the treasury building unlocked and taxation, because treasury does come with taxation, we can set up taxes. And oh my goodness, I'm very excited for this. Once this happens, we will lose the 50% reduction in building efficiency due to forced labour. So our buildings will double in production. We should see almost a double in wealth. Not exactly, but a very large increase in total wealth. And there's a lot more new stuff for me to play around with. And I'm going to quickly show you what I mean by that. If we come to policies, treasury itself is really interesting. Again, obviously another new policy. Enables separation of funds. So what treasury now does is it brings back privileges as we know it from the previous patches, where your leader would take a portion of the wealth, and usually everybody set it to 25%, and then they'd set it to 99% give into the treasury. Now they've actually made that a policy. So at the moment, leader can only store wealth, and that's his wealth. Now with treasury, this is what this is. Contribution rate is how much of the leader's privileges, wealth, the wealth he's taken, does he put back into the treasury. So I'm interested to have a big play around with this. Maybe we'll keep it how it is, 8%, and we may put very little in. Or maybe I'm going to up the leader's privileges to around 20% like it is usually, 20, 25%, and contribute a lot. I don't know, I need to have a think about that. But the more privileges the leader gets, the more conflict. So this is going to be a really interesting one to play around with. And we obviously need this tech anyway, because we need treasury for taxes. So let's get this one added. And I'm just going to keep it at 0 for now. Oh, actually, we need government salaries. So economy, government salaries, and 5 state power and 10 upkeep. So this is going to be the thing. We're going to take a huge hit in money. All these policies are going to be costing us quite a bit of cash. Anyway, that is government salaries up. We could also get the council tech. I'm not sure if I talked about this. I think I might have. Aristocracy and council. Well, if I haven't, I'll quickly talk about council. So council is just a very expensive way of generating 5 state power. Or at least that's what it seems to me. It does give you a lot of oligarchy support, but at the same time it does also reduce leader superiority. So it doesn't really... It gives you a +4 to legitimacy straight away, but the +3 capital oligarchs means you have to bribe another 3 oligarchs. So it's really expensive for 5 state power, but maybe there's other bonuses, but I don't think there is. So we could enable that one, but I'm not going to. Nothing here apart from treasury. Yeah, aristocracy and nepotism, not interested. So treasury, we're going to add this one. Again, just leave the contribution rate at 0% for now. With government salaries, we can now start paying our state workers. And I'm going to leave that at 1. How much is wages? It's gone up quite well. Down to 35 coins. Well, we can actually start paying state workers. That will be like the guards, and teachers and builders. These guys are all going to be paid now. I'm also going to stop state buying because if they're getting paid, they don't need that money. Yeah, so the scribes, the builders, are all going to get paid, which will improve the amount of resources they can buy. Like, you look at these scribes, they can only just afford basic needs. So this is actually going to help grow the city even more and improve intelligence for some jobs, such as the teachers and builders. But also what I can play around with this new government salaries is the official salary. So what I can do is take off the 10% official privileges, which obviously siphons 10% of the wealth generated in this territory, but it also cost me 10 conflict having, not 10 conflict, it cost me 10 loyalty having the officials' privileges. So I could give 18% to the leader and pay the officials in actual coins, but oh my goodness, it's going to cost me hundreds. Well, at least I think it will cost me so much. So I'm going to have a big think about all of this. But with all of that enabled, here it is, taxation, and I'm very nervous. And the reason I'm nervous is, at least if they've kept it the same before, when you enable taxation, you take a loyalty hit to how much the taxation is equal to, and you take a maximum loyalty hit to how much the tax is equal to. So for example, if I put this to 50%, I will lose 50 loyalty, and my maximum loyalty that I go up to will decrease by 50 as well. So I can't actually handle 50 tax. Well, I can, but I need to get rid of forced labour first. So I don't know if that's still a thing, but let's check. So economy, taxation, and it usually gives you like a little notification. Ooh, okay, I'm a bit nervous. I'll add it as 0% for now. Oh, I have to have 1%. Oh shit, is it gonna? Okay, actually, I'm a little bit. I'll do 1%. I'll do 1%. Apply reform, and then this is it. I then will disable forced labour. I'll get my 5 state power back just to cover the cost of the 5 from taxation. And I'll lose a little bit of... I'll get a bit better conflict, but that 49% time allocation will go. Okay, I think it's actually okay. I think actually it's up to 20%, is it? But let me just... Shit, I'm a bit nervous, actually. The reason I'm so nervous, guys, is because I actually had a problem in my first time I ever played this game. I got up to this point in the game, and I was spamming the taxes, like changing it. Every time I was taking a loyalty hit, and I had 0 loyalty. I had an instant rebellion, and I actually lost my capital. So I'm a bit nervous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up to 6%, and I'm going to see if I take a loyalty hit, an immediate loyalty hit. If I don't, then I think it's safe. Or at least it's safe, I think, up to 25%. But this is what it used to be. So we'll add up to 6. Still on 39, but I'll have to see if... But we can actually see if you come here. High taxes. That's really interesting. I thought it was every tax level, like every tax percentage, or people get angry. It's above, I'm assuming, then 20 or 25%. Because in the game before, you always had a certain tax. It wasn't called tax. It was called like... I think it was called contributions, personal contribution or something like that, where your people would just give you 20% or 25% of their money. But they removed that in this patch. So what I'm assuming then is if you go above what that level used to be, you now face the conflict. Okay. Well, let me see. Is it 20 then? What is it at 30? Aha, here we go. 30. Get the minus 10. So is it 25 then? 25 is still minus 10. 24. Oh no, it's a glitch where it actually stays there. You have to fully remove it. So let's have a look. Taxation. Can I do 25? Yes, that doesn't appear. Let's go. And then if we look here, state, high taxes, it's still 0. Okay. Right. I'm going to remove forced labour. So what we can say is we can have taxes at 25% and we do not suffer any loyalty consequences. That's really good to know. So you could actually have both. You could keep forced labour on at maybe like 15% and also have tax at 25%. And it would save you conflict. Save you loyalty, sorry. So you could then maybe reduce political bribes or, I don't know, set up some outposts. I'm not going to do that though. I'm going to fully remove forced labour. And what I want to do What I really want to do is get 50% taxes. There may be some badasses in the comments who have like a million hours on this game, like 50%, that's outrageous, that's too high. I don't know. I've always played with 50% taxes, at least before the patches. I really thought that was the perfect amount for me, at least. It was enough that my people still had enough money to spend so they could acquire all the goods they needed, but it meant I made a hell of a lot of money. Like, I would have hundreds of thousands of coins after like a month of taxes or whatever, which was too much. That was wrong. I should have spent more. But anyway, I don't know if I can do that with this patch. I'm not sure if they maybe made it way more expensive to get such high taxes. Let's have a look. How much loyalty would it cost for 50%? It would be a -50. So we'd immediately, yes, your penny reform will cause an instant one-time penalty of 50 loyalty. What about something like 45% taxes? 45% is only 40. That's a massive drop. And 40 is 30. So you can see that extra 10% income tax absolutely get a massive -20 extra. Wow, okay. I'm going to leave this at 25. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to see how much money I make with 25% taxes income. Because again, 25%, but we're not going to get any loyalty loss due to it. If we ever, well, let me just double check again. Yeah, high taxes, no. So what I'm assuming is above 25%, every single percentage gives you a a minus loyalty. What this would mean is if we went to 50%, we'd take a 50 loyalty hit immediately, meaning we go down to 0 loyalty, but we'd only take a maximum of 25, meaning we'd rest at 13 loyalty. But because we'll be removing forced labour, we'll also find our loyalty goes up. So what I may have to do without going into an instant rebellion is removing forced labour now, letting our loyalty massively increase. It will take days, but letting our loyalty massively increase, and then getting 50% taxes, and we won't go to an instant rebellion. Or I'm not sure if it works like this, but maybe I can go to, let's say, I don't know, 30% taxes now, and then go to 40%, and then go to 50%, and it's a smaller loyalty jump, but I don't think it works like that. I think it just immediately has that big penalty. But we'll have to check. This is all going to be experimental for me as well, because a lot has changed. Okay, so the taxes are starting to roll in. They're not fully set, but already are making 78. And what you've got to remember is the buildings, once we remove forced labour, will also double their output, which means theoretically we should also double the amount of taxes we get from the buildings as well. Which means, let's say this, where is it? This rests at 100. We'll lose 500 coins in forced labour, but we'll go up to 200 in taxes. Those taxes is nowhere near making as much as the forced labour did. But we will also produce more wealth, which means the monetary unit value should hopefully increase, which means I can decrease like oligarchical bribes, but it still will be in a big deficit basically. So I do need to up my taxes if I want to continue to make a good amount of money. So what I'm thinking of doing, well, the only one I can go for, I think I'm going to test it. So I'm going to move it to 30%. I'm going to move income taxes to 30%. I'm going to bring forced labour, continue to bring forced labour down until my budget balance is low, but it's bearable. Let's say 20, 30 coins. And then I'll get more, more loyalty back from the decrease in forced labour. And then what I want to see is, if I try to increase my taxes again, let's say from 30% to 40%, am I still going to get that huge jump in loss of loyalty? Or, because I've already jumped 5%, is it going to reduce it? I don't know, I want to find out. Because if it does still have that, I will just want to stick at 30%, try and reduce my loyalty, increase my loyalty, and jump to 50%, or at least about 45%, because I really want that 50% tax. Ooh. But yeah, at the moment, we definitely can't stay at 25% and fully get rid of forced labour. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. So if I go to 30%, I'm gonna lose 10 loyalty. So I should go down to 29 loyalty. But yes, as you can see, well, unless that's gonna reset, what is our taxes? High taxes, we're only losing -2, which means we've taken a -2 hit to our maximum loyalty, but we took a -10 to our current. So actually, we should be out of sort of rebellion range in a matter of hours as our loyalty increases again. So I can stick at 30% comfortably, which is a 5% increase, which is nice. That'll maybe make us 20, 30 more coins. Okay, I'm going to start decreasing forced labour. Get us some more loyalty back. So let's go down to 35%. 35% is what I was at before I went up to 50%. That's going to give us 14 more loyalty. And also our tax income should increase anyway as our buildings produce more. You can see our budget balance has massively fallen though, but it hasn't changed my tax, which should hopefully increase. I want to give this a little bit of time just to reset and get all the numbers right, and then I'll be back once everything's set up and ready. Okay guys, so it's been about 5 minutes, and I think it's mostly been updated. What we can see in the treasury here is our forced labour has gone down to 355, taxes have risen to 121, but I think they are going to increase more. But also, waste has massively decreased, gone from about 14% down to 3.3. And also guys, one thing I completely forgot about is state power is obviously produced by the palace. So as we've increased the palace's building efficiency, state power has also increased. I think the state power has increased by, well, it increased by a lot. It's at least about 15. So now we have got loyalty going up to 57, which is really, really good. Which means I can obviously get more taxes, because from that 5% increase, I only went up by -2 conflict. I obviously took that 10 loyalty hit, but I didn't go up by a maximum very much. If we look at the policy, I want to see now, if I up this to 40%, I'm still going to take... Ooh. No, let me retry this. Okay. Economy, taxes. Yeah, it has gone down. Okay, that is really good actually. Before it was a -50 loyalty. If we went straight to 50, now it's -40. So that does show that it does keep in mind what tax bracket you're already, or what tax level you're already at. So that is really, really good news. Which means once I get the right amount of loyalty, I probably will enact 40%. Because I'm going to get to about 60 loyalty. And then I'm only going to take a 30 hit, so I'll be roughly close enough to get straight back into the +30s. Because you gotta remember, I'm gonna not take a maximum of that. I'm just gonna go down by 20, but then I'm gonna come hopefully straight back up. So that is really, really good. That's a tax situation sorted out. If we now look at the production situation, hopefully I should be producing a lot more. 3.8 per potter. You guys are producing more. The town hall's producing a lot more, 18 more administration, so that's why one of the reasons the waste has gone down so much. Yeah, tax collection has gone up, so all of these industries are producing a lot more. Wealth has also gone up by about 180. So that's really, really good stuff. Hopefully I should also see my hamlets be producing more food. Well, just more of everything really. What about Clayton? Yep, a little bit more tin. Westfields, let's see if it's gonna bloody load in. Okay, more cows. No, these are all the same actually. Slightly more cotton. But we've still got another 35, where is it? Economy, 35% to reduce. So I'm going to keep going. Looking here though, taxes, we are losing money. Because you'll remember, we're not only losing money in the budget balance, we are also spending money, and a lot of money, on the market, buying clay and wood. But hopefully, the amount of stuff we can sell on the market can offset that balance. I'm not expecting to make any money, but staying around 200 coins at least gives us a bit of breathing room. Right, anyway guys, I'm going to end the episode there. I just wanted to get the start of taxes done. We've got the palace built. We've got the palace auxiliary buildings built, such as the treasury. Next episode, I want to continue to focus on taxes, obviously. Try and reduce forced labour down even more. Grow the hamlets. And also, look at this tech before you go. Regional administration, growing beyond a single region. Basically, this tech means we can get a second regional centre up or a second city. So we can massively grow. Really excited for all that. I want to be earning a lot of cash with the taxation so we can get that second city up. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, if you could like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. And if you want to talk to me on the Discord to ask me some questions, if you want to play games, I don't care. Join the Discord if you're up for that. And I'll see you there. So anyway, I will see you in episode 24, where hopefully we can get a lot done.